I thought I forgot my clicker. What's going on, everyone? How you doing today? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you as always for being here. Today I'm doing my P.O. box unboxing, whatever number P.O. box unboxing it was. I did a live stream last time because I thought that'd be kind of a cool idea. Like, I do a live stream every once in a while, you know? I wish I could do live streams with music, but that's a big old no-no. So anyways, I got two packages today. Two big packages today. I mean, look at this is a package. That's a package. Let me show you the other one. That's a package. So as I say it every single time, but listen, the meaning does not lose any meaning. Thank you. Thank you for sending these over. Thank you for the gifts that you guys always send to myself, my wife. Thank you for everything. Thank you for everything. This channel has legitimately been life-changing, but let's go ahead and get into the first package here. The first package is from the Sandoval family. You guys are so generous. Like, oh man, a lot of you guys are really generous. Not only with what you send, but also just your time in general. Like, just the time you spend watching the channel. I've been getting emails and PMs recently from people, and I'm not going to give personal details, but just what, for lack of a better word, what the channel has helped them going through certain things. And I mean, that's a huge compliment and sentiment. I mean, I always say this, and I hope people understand. Like, I'm just a guy. There's nothing special at all about me, and for you guys to open up with certain things to me, and tell me things going on in your family or in your lives, and it's just really amazing. So I really appreciate that, and I don't think that you guys understand that you do the same for me, helping me get through personal things and things. I mean, everyone goes through something, and everyone's going through something, but you guys really do it help me and ground me in a good way, not like a parent grounding a kid, but like grounding something, bringing them back down to earth. You guys help me a lot with that, so I appreciate that. So from the Sandoval family, I'm going to try and hold this up. I can't quite see what we got yet, so give me one moment. I can't quite see it, but I got the box right here. All right, so what I love about the Sandoval family is they always give me a list of what's in the box, which I try to avoid because I don't want to spoil anything. But can I tell you what the first thing is here? Let me see if you guys can see it. The Beatles. A Hard Day's Night. Now, with this album, if I remember correctly, and I'm pretty sure I do, there's also a film associated with it that they had filmed. I think the Beatles were trying to, I don't remember the story. They're trying to get somewhere. And I think they're with like their grandpa or something. I don't remember. There's some story with that. But I was actually going to watch that movie and then listen to the album alongside it at some point. This is not a near future thing. This is me thinking way ahead. So don't even keep that in your mind, please. But it was an idea. It is an idea. So thank you so much for sending this over. I actually have the same idea with Peter Gabriel's Passion. Because he composed the soundtrack to that movie. So I always have ideas spinning on my mind. It's just trying to get them all together and figure out how I want to do things. But thank you so much for sending this album. Next, we got Drama. Machine Messiah. Lens. Ooh, Tempest Fugit. Drama, I think, is an underrated Yes album. This is a really good one. And I love that artwork. There's just some sort of otherworldly, mystical scenery that Roger Dean always comes up with here. I love their logo as well. So 80s. But yes, with the Drama. Ooh, I've never seen the backside. We got some coral. Not Walking Dead coral. Coral. But we got some coral, some zebra looking sand or something down there. That is some really cool artwork for a really good album. So thank you for this one as well. We have listened to that one. Tormato. I've seen this album cover so many times. I've heard the stories, or I've read the stories rather, about the tomato being thrown by Wakeman, and apparently it hitting the album cover or the painting, and they decided to go with it. I've heard a lot of mixed opinions on this album. Some good, some bad. I think that some people don't like the production on this one. I don't know. I haven't heard it yet. And then you got a very well-tailored man here with some, what are they called? Something sticks so that you can find water. Are they just called water sticks? I don't know what they're called, but I've heard a lot about this album. A lot of people ask me to do this album, but I just don't know where we're gonna go from there. You even got some tomato on the back too. You got tomato everywhere, and they're all looking really, really smooth with their shades. Can you guys see the? I have the light kind of too at me. Hold on. Sometimes you gotta adjust mid-video. I'm not editing. We're doing this all live. I think that's a little better. That's probably a little better. Anyway, so thank you for that one. Next, we got some ELO. Hello. A new world record. Hold on. There we go. Kind of see it right there. A new world record. I've heard a lot about this album. I haven't heard this particular one. I haven't heard a lot from ELO. But here, I do know, over here, Telephone Line. Telephone Line is a capital B banger of a track. I love Telephone Line. That one's really, really, really good. I'm actually going to might well listen to that one right now after I do this video. But ELO, they're one of those bands though that you know that there's always quality involved. Quality is going to be what you get out of them. So thank you so much for sending a new world record. Woo! It's a yes kind of day. Rick Wakeman, The 6 Wives of Henry VIII. We've done a few tracks off this album, the first few, but it's really, really good. Just haven't continued yet because I try to stay focused with like one part of a band. Like we're doing Yes right now, and I'm trying to stick with that album. So maybe afterwards we may shamove our way over because I know a lot of people are thirsting for it. Every time I do a new Yes song, they're like, go back to Rick Wakeman and the Wives of Henry. But yeah, this album's been really good so far. Let's see the back of that, huh? Oh yeah, you got portraits of each of the wives there. Oh, and a little bit of a little historical reference as well. A little biography of sorts. That's really cool. Didn't half of them lose their heads? Ooh. So thank you for that one as well. And then you have Linda Ronstadt. I've seen this album cover. I've seen, of course, and I've heard of Miss Ronstadt because we've done a track from her that I'm forgetting off the top of my head what it was, but I know it was on this Blue Bayou. There you go. Linda Ronstadt. She's a name that I'm not overly familiar with, but I've heard a lot of good about her. You know what we haven't listened to in a recently amount of time? We haven't listened to like any Carpenters or Linda Ronstadt or like we need to kind of circle our way back around to that. So thank you for sending over a little bit of Linda. Who we got here? Who are those two ladies? Who are these two ladies here? Hold on. I know as soon as you guys see the album cover, you already know, but JP didn't grow up in this era necessarily. Who is this? I feel like I'm gonna be really. It's Hart. You know, I thought it was Hart. I thought it was the Wilson sisters, but I wasn't sure, and I didn't want to say it's the Wilson sisters. But you got Hart. And which album is this? 1980. I don't see the album name. Let me reference the Sandoval's list here. Hearts. Baby Lestrange. It's a cool little album. Baby Lestrange. I like that. You can't tell me they're not looking good. Hold on, let me give you a little. They're looking pretty good. And you got the boys on the back with a mat full of hair right behind them. I love that. Setting off the monochromatic scheme. That is really cool. Thank you so much for a little bit of Heart. And then, which we have listened to recently, Rock Roots Genesis. Okay. Hold on. That's it on this box. So let me put that down there. Rock Roots Genesis includes tracks never before available on album. Well, hold on. The Silent Sun, That's Me, Where the Sweet Turns to Sour, that's off their very first album. The Conqueror in Hiding, One Day, Window, In Limbo, Silent Sun, A place to call my own? I haven't heard of any of these. This is really cool. Never before heard or available on an album. That's actually really, really awesome. Now, apparently some of these are off of Genesis to Revelation. So I guess this may have came out before that album was more readily available, I guess. And then some of the tracks were just never released on an album. It has kind of the codes and the keys for that. That is so, so awesome. Thank you so much for sending that. You guys know I'm a fan of Genesis. I know someone's going to say, yeah, we know. No, but that is so, so cool. And look how young they look. Look how young they look, guys. That is so cool. Sandoval family, seriously, thank you so much for these gifts. That was incredibly generous of you. That was lovely of you to send these over. Oh man, I'm excited. You guys, I think you guys know, but when things like this happen, it's like Christmas feeling. It's Christmas in April or whatever month. When March, not April. I'm moving time fast, a little too ahead. Thank you seriously for sending these over. And there's a gift card here as well. And Natasha, she's gonna love this because you guys always say the gift cards for Natasha. I love that, and she's like, "Oh, that's mine. It's not for you." So all of you guys, I really appreciate that. That's really, really nice of you to do that, and I like that you guys share music that, of course, you love and that you think I'll love, and you send it over. It's just really thoughtful. Very, very thoughtful of you. So, and I really apologize if you hear my neighbors next door. They are partying right now. So let me go ahead and move these over. I'm going to do a little switcheroo here. And then I will get into this package here. This is from the King of Kings, Mr. David. David, once again, every single time I see your name pop up, I am overwhelmed a little bit. I'm very appreciative of what yourself, Sandoval's, and everyone else that has sent stuff in the past, or even just thought of it. Like, honestly, sometimes I get messages that say something along the lines of, "Hey, I wanted to send you this, but reason." Dude, like, seriously, the thought of it is just as much as like actually putting the effort to send something. I mean, obviously it's extra effort, but you know what I mean. Like, it really does mean the same. So thank you for that. Let me see if I can figure out where to cut this. This is actually a really neatly packaged package. I'm actually going to excuse my hands for now, if you don't mind. My neighbors have really been partying all day, though. They're outside, and there's a really, really thin window here. And I mean, like, thin. So even I gotta keep my voice down. I never know if they can hear me or not. So I never want to talk about my neighbors and then my neighbors hear me. But yeah, they are partying just a bit. I mean, it's Saturday. What am I doing on Saturday? I'm recording videos. I'm editing. The wife and I actually hung out outside for a while. It's extremely beautiful weather right now. I mean, I don't know what you guys know about Orlando, Florida, but come May, it is kind of unbearable just via the heat. So right now and today, it was pretty much in the 50s to 70s, I think is the highest it got. And can I tell you, absorbing it as much as I can. I had a list, and I do mean a list, of songs that I wanted to do today. I did half of the list because the other half of the time, my wife and I were just chilling outside because this kind of weather we don't get a lot of at all. So when it came, you can be sure that I'm going to try and soak it up as much as I can. All right, so there's a note on here that kind of says open here. So I'm going to open from here. Just got to cut the tape. And I'm sorry if there was a lot of noise in the microphone. I forget sometimes how loud all this noise probably is in the microphone. Oops. I know that was loud for sure. And I think I gotta cut one more piece of tape. Hold on. Gotta cut the red tape. Hold on, almost there. And there we go. Okay. It says to open from here, so I'm gonna open it from the top down. All right, I might have to stand up actually, opening from the top down. All right, so it looks like, I can't tell you yet, maybe a book. But I do see a recognizable name on the spine of that book. Hold on, it's coming. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna check the rest of this box. I don't know if there's more in there or not, but this is the care package right here. David, thank you. You guys are really good at wrapping things, by the way. You wrap things so efficiently. I'm like, I could never, ever wrap things the way you guys wrap it. So, at least what I can see is a DVD and possibly a CD. But let's start with this book. Neil Young. A Life in Pictures. Now, we just started recently getting into some Neil Young. And actually, I have Neil Young on my list. He's one of the ones I didn't get to today, but I'll try and do tomorrow. But Neil Young, A Life in Pictures, 6 decades of photographs of one of rock music's most influential artists. How awesome is that? They always say, a picture's worth 1,000 words. And with these kind of illustrated biographies and such, I mean, you really get like a feel for that. Because you can really watch their career, you can watch their performances, you can see the interviews. But when you see these pictures, I mean, I'm trying to turn it so I can show you guys. When you see these pictures, I mean, it speaks a lot. It speaks volumes. And then on these pictures, it looks like before and after. There may be, there's some information on them as well. I love these books. Look at that, guys. So young. I've never really seen pictures of Neil Young besides like album covers that I've seen. But how cool is that? That's so awesome. What a nice like stepping ground and stepping stone as I'm beginning, and I do mean just beginning, to listen to some more Neil Young. So thank you so much for sending this over, David. That's really, really, really nice of you. And then we have, I think, a DVD and a CD, possibly. I'm not 100% sure. Gotta get through the package first. Gotta get through the bubble wrap, which is, that was a loud car that just went by. Bubble wrap is one of those things where I think, kind of like balloons, cotton candy, the zoo, video games, arcades. It's just one of those things that always brings you joy. It's the little things in life. So we have here The Reality of Zeros and Ones, Darby Todd. Now, hold on. On this, it actually says, to Justin. And there's a signature and autograph underneath it. Did Mr. Todd sign this? Now, I'll admit that I've never heard of Darby Todd, but that is still really crazy. And now I'm looking at some of the tracks, but can I tell you some of the names? Featuring, there's one immediately that sticks out to me. Martin Barr, Jethro Tull. That's crazy. That is really, really cool. Sorry, I was speechless for a second. I was reading and stuff. I'm sorry. But thank you so much for sending that. That is really, really cool. So you guys can see that. That is so cool. I know you guys can hear them outside. And you have songs written by Cobham, Jimi Hendrix, Alan Holdsworth. That's really sweet. It's going to make me want to drum. It's going to make me want to drum. That is really, really cool. And I guess that this kind of like shows off all of his like styles and drumming styles and his range and everything. That is really, really cool. That is awesome. That's crazy. Thank you so much. And I'm reading because David always puts notes with like the gifts and everything, kind of like the Sandoval family does, and a lot of you guys actually, which I love. I love reading the notes and the reasons, like why you've sent me stuff. And David actually met Mr. Todd and asked him to sign. That's how above and beyond. First of all, thank you in the first place, but when you guys think of me like outside of the channel, thank you. I appreciate you. I really don't know what to say. I don't even want to say anything. And then Mr. Todd, if you happen to be watching, like, I appreciate signing and sending this and everything. That is so amazing. I really appreciate that. Whew. You know, when I started this channel years ago, or whenever I did mention like a few months in that this was one of the best communities, and this is like, it's a joy for me to engage with you guys in the comments and find different ways to talk to you, whether that's through emails and DMs on Twitter or wherever. You know, I can't get to everybody, but I try to have a communication with a lot of you, and this is this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about, like that community. So, thank you. And then I was spellbound by that one, but we're also gifted this DVD, Music from the Inside Out, a film by Daniel Anker. Let's see. Acclaimed by audiences and critics alike, Music from the Inside Out is a cinematic explosion or exploration of the magic and mystery of music through the stories, passions, and artistry of the 105 musicians of the Philadelphia Orchestra. We just listened to some George Gershwin. I keep on saying Georgie Gershwin, prefab sprout. This groundbreaking film, directed by Oscar nominee Daniel Anker, is a feast of sound of jazz, bluegrass, salsa, classical, and world music, interwoven with the musicians' personal stories. It's those stories that are really, really important. Behind all music, really. It's the person behind the music, their inspiration, what led them to creating this music. That's really important. So I love that this actually includes what I'm imagining is interviews with the musicians and the members of the orchestra, and you know, their inspirations, where they come from, their backgrounds, what drives them. That's really, really nice of you to send over, David. Really, really thoughtful. Let me make sure that there's nothing else in here. I just want to make sure. A lot of newspaper, and I think from what I can tell, that is it in here. Yeah. And I always double check after making the video. I put all the boxes together, and I just really quickly just go through just to make sure, really quick. But to the Sandoval family, to Dave, to everyone, thank you so much for everything that you've sent over to me. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day, the money out of your bank, because you had to pay money or whatever to send things over to me. Thank you for carving out a piece of yourself and sharing it with me. Thank you for sharing your passions with me, whether that is through something you send to me, a gift, or just a comment. Like, I take comments very seriously, and that's why I mean, like, getting back to the community whole, and just how much of a joy it is to have you guys with me. And I do mean with me. Not following me necessarily, but with me. Helping me out. Helping me learn. Giving me your knowledge and your experiences with different bands and music. And you can see the results of all that in the channel. But I really do appreciate that. Thank you guys for sending these gifts over. I was going to be really excited as well. So, sorry if you guys heard some noise, by the way, outside. You have to hear that. Hold on. I know you have to hear that. Anyways, thank you guys so much. I hope that you're having a lovely weekend. I know it's almost the end of the weekend this weekend, but I hope that it treated you well. Hope that you had a great one. Good weather, good friends and family, good laughs, good times. Come back whenever you feel like coming back. Whenever you're in the mood, I'll be here waiting for you. I appreciate you guys a lot. Have a good one, guys. Bye.